deal with the question of, are you fundamentally happy? It's very hard to imagine that you'd actually be truly happy if there isn't something deep and fundamentally meaningful going on in your life that makes you actually a meaningful person. Now, some people will try to get a hobby that is on purpose rather dangerous for the foolish reason that they think that this will give them more meaning in their life. That somehow, if you have a hobby that is full of danger, like you'll accomplish more, like climbing the highest mountain or bungee jumping off the tallest bridge. But what studies show is that people who die young from a hobby don't tend to actually have as much meaning because they have less time to create meaning in their life. So we don't really recommend that.
That's the whole reason I have a job. 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 That's the whole reason I have a job.
Let's deal with the question of, are you fundamentally happy? It's very hard to imagine that you'd actually be truly happy if there isn't something deep and fundamentally meaningful going on in your life that makes you actually a meaningful person. Here we are asking the question of creativity. Now, people throughout the ages have been wanting to know how they can be creative, do wild and fun things, without necessarily completely pissing off their neighbors, the establishment, or even their families with their riotous, very fun experiments that actually really do, in one way or another, change the world and change people's ways of looking at things. What we've been told our whole lives we should be doing with ourselves. Another great hobby is astronomy. The reason that it's such a good hobby is because, well, you end up being outside with many mosquitoes, but stars out, and looking at very beautiful things. And the equipment is also quite interesting. As long as you keep the mirrors clean of your telescope, you can pretty much see just about anything you want. One thing that I suggest is if you're going to pick a job, you might as well pick a job that you actually like. I mean, there's a pretty obvious reason for that, and that is that whatever job you end up taking, you're going to be working there probably 8 hours per day, 5 days a week, 40 hours in a week. And you may be holding that job in one place or another for 25 years, 50 years of your life. One possibility in terms of jobs is being a dog walker. Now, within the creative arts and sciences, there's something called the boomerang effect. And what that is that if, let's say, you do something that's really outside of the bounds, let's say a new kind of medicine, and that medicine doesn't work, well, rather than people kind of understanding that, well, you know, you tried doing something new, your intentions were good, if it had worked, it would have been a real breakthrough. No, instead, because you ended up actually really hurting people, they hate you, right?